I like it because I can shower with it. I shampoo my hair in the shower. I never have to carry a battery with me anymore. I have to be a little more obedient in coming in 2 to 3 months and having it changed. I have a tendency to wait till I think, uh-oh, it's going. And sometimes when I wake up in the morning, it's gone, and I didn't know it through the night. And I think, ooh, I should have been in there. So I kind of hide my eyes when I come in, and I say, I know I'm supposed to be in here earlier, but I didn't come. He doesn't scold me. It's just been a blessing to me. It's a blessing to me, and I appreciate any time I can tell somebody about how I hear and what it's done for me. And I'm very much a people person, and I was beginning to shut down and withdraw because I was not hearing everything, and I didn't want to tell people I'm not hearing you or this or that. And I guess probably I'm somewhat vain. I hate to admit that, but that's the way it is. And I decided I better come in and see him. I used to wear a hearing aid over here, but it's all gone now. And I didn't have to wear one here, but now this is where I hear. And I don't feel like I'm missing anything. Nothing. And yes?
Do you watch TV with just the lyrics?
Yes.
Or do you use
yes.
a device?
I don't do anything.
And you can understand it, and it doesn't have to be blasting out of
I don't have any problem at all. I get it. I set it to what is best for me on all my activities. Every once in a while, I may change the setting just a little bit, but I go back to the original, and it depends on the situation that I'm in. Sometimes in church, I kind of go to a lively church, and it gets a little loud, some of the music, so I will shut it down a little bit. But my pastor sometimes gets a little loud, so I shut him down. I don't tell him I shut him down. But anyway, it has just been a joy to me, and like I say, I appreciate being able to tell somebody about it, and you cannot not see it. You can't see it. It's just, can't see it. And my little grandson, I brought him in because he said, well, where's it at? Where's it at? And he's very loud, and I tell him, don't yell so loud, Nanny can hear you. And so I brought him in when I had a new one put in.
That's right, you did.
And he sat there and he goes, and he's looking at my inner ear and he says, that's disgusting. And he's 5 and got a 30-year-old vocabulary. But he now realizes that, I have something in my ear. Before, he just couldn't understand that I had something in my ear.
Yeah.
And how do you turn it down?
I have I don't have
Remote?
one. There it is. And it's, you can put it on your keychain.
Oh,
It's
cool.
basically
And
a little magnet. Yeah.
I don't want to change it.
Yeah.
But you just touch it to the outside of your ear. You don't have to even put it in. And there's certain beats you learn what you listen for, and it will change it. And you can just shut it off if you want. But to me, that's a dead world. No way. I might as well not have it. I want to hear all the time. And it's very easy. And on the other end, if for some reason I had to take it out, which I've had a couple of times, and has some little problems on the end, and there's a little wire right on the end of the, maybe I'm stealing your thunder.
No, that's fine.
No, not at all.
You tell it better than we do.
You guys notice those blue strings on the back?
Yeah.
Those she grabs onto the blue strings.
And you just take it and you just turn it, and till you feel it grab, and you pull, and you just pull it right out. I've never had to have him take it out. Of course, I can't put it back in, but that's very easy to do. And the first time I thought, oh, should I or shouldn't I? And I did. It worked. Yes.
Have you ever had it loosen up, just in normal hearing?
Loosen up?
Yeah, does it ever have it come loose, come out?
No.
Or partially out?
No.
Stays right there then?
It stays right there. After you wear it a while, it seems like it forms like a little pocket, and it gets used to being there. And when you go from, having it replaced to another one, he's pretty fair at doing it. And he knows just about where it goes now too, but it just kind of follows, and I'll say, not quite yet. So he moves it a little bit, and it just sets in that pocket, and that's where it is till the next time I have one replaced.
So you have some kind of little gauge, a depth gauge you use to set.
We have a number of different sizers. Yeah, we want to look at how deep it needs to go, and that's part of your prescription. And then the sizing for the front and the back end.
Diameter is, you get different sizes.
That's right.
It's obviously small, but can you put AGX9 technology in that, just like maybe all the other types of hearing aids?
Well, again, AGX9 is not a hearing aid, it's a level of technology.
Yeah, the level, can you put that much stuff in there?
Well, that's a hard one to answer because it's a different kind of device. The Lyric is actually an analog instrument. It is not digital. It's digitally programmable with our computer, but it is an analog device, and the reason for that is the power requirements are such that if you put a digital hearing aid circuit in the Lyric, you'd be back in every 4 or 5 days because of the power demands. It would just run the battery down. So what they're using in there is what we call a low drain Class D receiver, and that's part of what allows us to get 3 to 4 months out of it.
And you can do that because it's right by the eardrum?
Yep.
The placement is the most important factor on that.
Exactly.
And if we had all the bells and whistles of the digital hearing aid, which is a wonderful device, again, it would only last 2 or 3 days and you have to come get a new one. So it's a wonderful technology, and analog's the purest form of sound. And when it gets next to the eardrum, again, the sound quality is really good. For some, and others, they might like the other one. But you get to try them for 30 days. If you like them, you can continue on or get something else. So it's like a risk-free 30-day trial is what the patients get to have.
It doesn't take very long either to get used to it. 3 or 4 days and you forget, and you go to, oh.
I got something in my ear.
Yeah, and I just forget it, other than if I go to scratch or whatever. And it's just an enjoyable, it's added to my life. I didn't realize how little I was hearing